Clemson, South Carolina, the spot tonight for a midweek clash with the Clemson Tigers, 23 wins on the season, playing host to the Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs out of the Big South Conference. Hi, everyone. Kendall Lewis alongside Scott Whitlock, the Hall of Fame coach, here with you tonight on ACC Network Extra. Scott, what has to give tonight? These two teams trying to snap losing skids coming into this midweek clash.
They want to try to regain some momentum. Both teams are kind of stuck in the middle of the league standings from their respective conferences. Tonight's all about feeling good, flushing out the losing streak, and being ready for the conference this weekend.
For Gardner-Webb, Reese Collier has plenty of power, 9 homers this year for the running Bulldogs.
She's got a lot of stats, RBIs, home runs, batting average is over 400. She is an offensive weapon.
Julia Noller, one of the key Tigers from a season ago, does a little bit of everything, kind of the Swiss Army knife on this team for the Tigers.
She is a fantastic player that got off to a very slow start. But now she's warming up with the weather, and the Tigers are going to need that as they get deep, deep, deep into the ACC.
And let's take a look at the Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs starting lineup here tonight. And they have got 4 of the top 10 hitters in the Big South Conference. This is a powerful group. They're the top hitting team in the Big South Conference. And the Big South, year in and year out, has had some really good teams like USC Upstate, who has been a dynasty. Gardner-Webb, Winthrop, Longwood, just to name a few in that conference. And a look at Abby Dunning, who will get the start in the circle tonight for the Clemson Tigers. Comes in at 6-6 overall, 2.88 ERA. And teams just hitting .218 against Abby this year in her 56 innings that she has tossed for the Clemson Tigers this year.
Yep, she is a transfer in from Boston College, graduate transfer. She got off to a little bit of a slow start here at Clemson, but she's been better and better. Very respectable ERA, but John Rittman is still trying to figure out that second and third pitcher in his rotation. Obviously, Manis has done a wonderful job this year for him, yeoman's work, but it would be wonderful for everybody in the first base dugout if Dunning were to have a great night, and we're underway.
That first pitch to the leadoff hitter, it's Jalen Teneo, who hits .307 for the running Bulldogs. Teneo, really good numbers this year. 23 hits for Gardner-Webb, making the trip from Boiling Springs, North Carolina.
We got John Rittman is asking for something. I'm not sure what it is. I think he's wanting the ground crew. I think there's a problem with the mound.
Time called. They're going to come out and tend to this.
It didn't take long at all for Coach Rittman to spot it, or for Abby Dunning to let them know that there was something substandard out there. And we have, looks like the landing area right at the bottom of the circle as you're looking from behind home plate. And they're coming out right now with some dry mix and a rake. And they're going to see if they can get this situation navigated. That's a very, very important area there, because that's where the pitchers plant, and you don't want somebody hurting their leg out there with it being too wet or too, just too sticky or too tacky.
It is a beautiful night for college softball here at McWhorter Stadium. Temperatures in the low 80s tonight with a breeze. And we'll take a look
right here. She was pretty emphatic that we got a problem here.
They'll stop the game. 2 pitches in here in this midweek clash. We told you each team with 23 wins apiece.
It's a beautiful night here, warm, pretty, and we got rain trouble.
And it is Cowboy night here at the ballpark. We're going to talk a little bit about that as the broadcast goes on, but country music night. You see the cowboy hats out.
Everybody likes that stuff. When you get free stuff at the ballpark.
Yeah, we got to get a cowboy hat up here in the booth.
And listen, I just want just Clemson's promotions people, game day people, they do as great a job as you possibly can of making the game day an experience. You're not just coming to a ball game. You're coming to a ball game that has atmosphere, that has a game day experience for everybody. They sell out the bowl here regularly or annually. Actually, all the tickets are usually gone before the season starts. The Burn people come out here, and they're all, just about all of them are sporting cowboy hats tonight.
Country music night. Tons of fans have come out for this one. And we are almost set to get back to action here. Top of the first inning at McWhorter Stadium. Kendall Lewis, Scott Whitlock here with you on ACC Network Extra. Abby Dunning in the circle tonight for the Clemson Tigers. She pitched a complete game shutout, had 6 strikeouts earlier this season against Coastal Carolina. And just misses on the inside, so a 3-0 count as we get back to action. Clemson in the white unis tonight. White letters, white numbers, Gardner-Webb in the road black. And there's a called strike. There it is from Abby Dunning on the fastball.
Yeah, both teams have numbers that are hard to see. In the particular jersey they're wearing, that black jersey with purple numbers on the back makes it very difficult to see Gardner-Webb, and that white outline numerals on the back of the Clemson Tigers. That's hard for an old man to see, Kendall.
So a leadoff walk as Teneo will take her base, the senior aboard for Gardner-Webb.
And leadoff walks are not what you want to be dealing with.
And Reese Collier, who we highlighted in the open, the sophomore who leads this Gardner-Webb team with 9 homers this year, is at the plate, takes a look at the first offering.
Hey, right now, Dunning looks uncomfortable out there. I don't know if it has to still do with the dirt or what, but just reading her body motion.
A swing and a whiff will even it up, but a ball and a strike on Reese Collier.
She got that one up there at 69 miles an hour, and Collier just didn't catch up to it.
Well, Collier ranked 6th in the Big South in average at 417. Entering this game tonight. We talk about the 9 home runs. How about her 47 RBI this year for Gardner-Webb? Connects on this one and foul down the left side.
I don't know if she has hit in the 2-hole all year, but 47 RBI is a lot of RBIs in the 2-hole.
A good pitch. It's just inside. We're full.
I guess so. I just barely missed it, looked like. When you have more RBIs in games played, you're having a good year.
Full count and a runner aboard for the Running Bulldogs. And this one fouled off the shin area of Collier. She's going to walk this one off.
Yeah, and
she got the worst of that one.
Say a couple of things under her breath or in her mind. Because that hurts.
The count stays full. Outer half, called strike 3.
And Collier knew it too.
Good bounce back from Abby Dunning after the leadoff walk. Strikes out one of the top hitters in the Big South in Reese Collier looking.
That almost acted like a screwball. That drifted back from the left side of the plate across the middle.
Just outside, ball 1. This is Allie Stidham, who hits over 400 as well. Stidham is a top 10 hitter in the Big South as well at 405. Good for 7th in the league. And Stidham laces this one out into shallow center field for a base knock.
Did a good job of staying on that ball and drove it right over the shortstop Chanel's head. And the Bulldogs have got something going right now. Runners on first and second, only one out.
We'll take a second look. And boy, Kylie Chanel nearly got a glove on that one, but couldn't have placed it any better if you're Allie Stidham for the first hit of the game. And runners at first and second with Maggie Knight, the 421 hitter, at the plate. Just one out for the Tigers. And quickly 2-0 the count.
And right now, Dunning is not getting the pitch on the right side of the plate, which would be inside to a right-handed hitter. She is not getting that spot right now. And that's up. Now she's 3-0 to a hitter that's hitting well over 400, hitting 421. And she's working herself into a bona fide mess.
Count 3-1 on Knight. And a bouncer in the dirt. Second walk here in the first inning from Abby Dunning, and we'll load them up with just one out.
John Rittman's calling time now. He's going to make a visit out to the mound. Going to go out there probably and ask for a status report. And what I mean by that, he's going to go out there and go, what's going on out here?
Yeah, no question. A little bit of a shaky start. We mentioned these two teams that you're trying to snap losing skids tonight. You think of Clemson, had a tough challenge over the weekend, dropping all 3 games to Florida State, who is a top 10 team in the country. And how about Gardner-Webb dropping a series to Winthrop in the Big South? So trying to use this as momentum to catapult their squads as they get back into conference play this weekend. And for Gardner-Webb, they've had 10 days off since their last game. That was back on the 21st, so they've had a long layoff to try and figure things out.
That's a long time this part of the season. Dunning just threw her 20th pitch of the inning and only 8 of them strikes.
Caitlin Cauley, the sophomore, at the plate now for the running Bulldogs, trying to drive in a couple of runs here. Hits this one, gets down in shallow right. It's going to score a run. And Gardner-Webb is on the board first as Jalen Teneo comes in to score.
That ball was hit right off of the handle of the bat. It just more or less floated over the first baseman's head and landed out there perfectly. You couldn't have hit a lob wedge any better than that.
Little flop shot, right?
Yes, sir. Well, let's see what we got going on here now.
And Clemson in trouble here in the top half of the first inning. The base is still loaded.
What are we reviewing here?
And John Rittman has come out and asked for review.
And I don't know what it is. Was a runner off base early?
That's got to be what they're checking out, right?
Was the hitter out of the batter's box? I don't know what this is.
We'll see if we can get a second look.
Let's see what unfolds here, because I really do not know what just happened that would cause a replay.
Checking to see if the runner
We're being told
early.
that the runner at second base left early.
It's close.
I have not seen anything yet that you could overturn.
Nah. I think this one's going to stand. Interesting first inning, though. 2 pitches in, they had to come and tend to the circle as we got started. John Rittman noticed that and had the grounds crew come out. And now a review here with 1 out at the top of the first. So runner did not leave early, and the call will stand. Gardner-Webb leads it 1-0 here at the top of the first.
Well, you hate to use one of your challenges on that and it not be right.
Taylor Dreer at the plate. Bloops this one out into right center. It's going to score 1, maybe 2. And Gardner-Webb just continues to tack on here in the first inning.
The Gardner-Webb Bulldogs have come into town and have jumped all over Clemson in this first inning.
That 10-day layoff paying off right now for the running Bulldogs.
This was a hard hit ball in the right center gap.
Boy, Dreer drives in a couple of runs for Gardner-Webb. And we may see a change in the circle here in the first inning. Coach Rittman's seen enough. We'll take a break here on ACC Network Extra. It's all Gardner-Webb here at the top of the first. Crosby, the freshman from New Caney, Texas, comes in to pitch in the top of the first for the Clemson Tigers, trailing 3-0 to the Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs. Kendall Lewis, Scott Whitlock here with you. How about Gardner-Webb with 3 runs on 3 hits?
Be careful here for a squeeze play.
And runners at second and third. And Crosby delivers a called strike.
That was a base hit bunt. I don't know that that was the suicide squeeze because the runner at third was not crashing.
This is the top hitter for Gardner-Webb, and McLaughlin, who takes a look at the second offering.
It would be huge for Clemson to get out of this with no more damage. Being down 3 is enough.
Next pitch is in there, called a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
McLaughlin out of Tucson, Arizona.
McLaughlin is second best hitter in the Big South. Chops it back to the pitcher. Clemson gets the lead runner. Now McLaughlin in a jam. And how about that?
They ran themselves right out of the inning.
Gardner-Webb, a mistake.
We're going to have a
base
review.
pass, and it looks like they're going to review this.
Second base.
You might be right, though, partner. They may have run themselves right out of the inning there.
It's the what? It's the runner coming from third to home they're appealing. I'm guessing it's the tag at second base.
I think it's the tag at second base.
That's what our production crew is telling us that they think it is. And they're right about 99.9% of the time.
I think that's what it's got to be. Let's get a second look.
I don't know. Ooh, that angle right there is inconclusive.
Oh, wow.
I think we're going to have second, third, and 2 outs, but that's just a guess.
Yep, I think you're right. That's the best angle right there. Great job by our production crew.
They take some of the greatest pictures of anybody at this ballpark right here, and that image right there pretty well seals the deal in my eyes.
Yeah, I think you're right. We're going to have runners at second and third here with 2 outs. A smart play if you're Crosby to fire home.
Yes, it was. And I was worried about that because she threw across her body to get the lead runner. Hicks did a great job of running her down and applying the tag.
Play at second has been changed to a safe.
So McLaughlin is safe at second base for the running Bulldogs.
There's still 2 outs in the inning. The run did not score, but instead of having to go out and play defense, the Bulldogs have a chance, one more chance to score more runs. So after all that, what we basically had was a 1-2 put out.
First pitch fouled back to the screen. Spainhauer at the plate now for Gardner-Webb. Here's a look at that previous play. When you see Crosby make the right decision.
Good job there by Hicks. Hicks did everything right.
And call was changed on the tag at second base. So McLaughlin, after review, is safe at second. We've got runners at second and third here in the top of the first. Good looking pitch just outside the zone. Makes it 2 balls and 1 strike. Spainhauer connects on this one off the screen again. Fouls it back.
Have you ever known anyone named Spainhauer?
I actually had a classmate with that exact last name.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. It's spelled just a tad different, but pronounced the same. And this one chopped foul down the left side.
I mean, when you're in this business, you
see a lot of names.
Come across a lot of names.
Yeah, I had a classmate that did not have the W in her name like we're seeing with Lauren Spainhauer here for Gardner-Webb. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hot start for the top hitting team in the Big South Conference.
And she's staying alive.
Yeah.
And the more pitches that she sees, the better her chances become.
We're coming up on the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Crosby kicks and fires and fouled off again.
What do we got here now?
Looks like they called Spainhour out. We'll take a look at that when we return. How about 3 runs on 3 hits for the Running Bulldogs? They lead it 3-0. We'll take a look at last play to end the top half of the 1st inning.
And what you see there, she was called for her making contact while her foot was out of the batter's box.
Look at the Clemson Tigers starting lineup tonight. This has been a good lineup all season long. A tough HCC. We mentioned the Tigers dropping the series to Florida State, being swept to the Seminoles right here at McWhorter Stadium over the weekend.
And if you're the Tigers now, you don't have to get them all back in 1 inning, but you would like to make at least a little racket here your first time up.
Glenna McLean, the right-hander, the freshman, comes in at 7-6 from Godwin, North Carolina.
Where's that at?
77 2/3. How about 4 saves? That's tied up there at the tops of Division I softball. When McLean, really good start to her college career.
Indeed.
And Jamison Brockenbrough, the leadoff hitter for Clemson, takes a look.
A very, very patient hitter is the senior Brockenbrough.
Hitting .333 on the year with 36 hits, and she will take her base. So McLean walks the first batter faced.
And it is a certainty that the people over there in the third base dugout did not want to see a leadoff walk after grabbing a 3-run lead.
Yeah. Well, remember, that came back to bite the Tigers after Abby Dunning walked the first batter face to start the game.
That'll definitely make Coach Wigness a little uneasy.
Coach Wigness took the job in the spring of 21. A bunt right back to the pitcher, runner safe. Kylie Chanel beats out the throw for the Tigers. And we got runners in at first and second with nobody out.
Yeah, the pitcher was a little slow reacting. The second baseman was slow getting over. And Chanel, who runs very, very well, just beat that out.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. The door is open for Mac Pavesi.
Unless I'm mistaken, they're scoring that as a sacrifice and a fielder's choice.
A swing and a whiff. McLam quickly ahead, 0-2.
Yeah, Pavesi don't need to be too eager in there, but now she's in a spot now where she's got to guard the plate.
Pavesi connects, grounds it right to third base. How about 2 for the running Bulldogs?
You couldn't have done.
Cauley tonight, and a double play for Gardner-Webb.
You couldn't have done a better job of helping your opponents right there than Pavesi. Hit a very soft ball down to the third baseman, and she was very, very accommodating, and the Bulldogs easily turned 2 there.
Wow, hit it right at Caitlin Cauley, who stepped on the bag and fired it over to Maggie Knight just in time. And quickly 2 outs. There is a runner in scoring position at second. That's Kylie Chanel for the Tigers. This one grounded back up the middle in the hole. Dreer slides over and makes the throw in plenty of time, and Gardner-Webb gets out of a jam. They lead it 3-0 after 1 here on ACC Network Extra.
I go line dancing. It's my outlet outside of softball. I will go line dancing for 6 to 8 hours, and I do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that is my, I love line dancing.
Well, how about Sierra Manis line dancing, the Woodruff, South Carolina native? We mentioned there's Sammy Roush, the entertainment manager. Tonight is country music night, folks. And the cowboy hats are on full display here at McWhorter Stadium. Ground ball to the pitcher. Wow. Off her backside, Crosby delivers the throw in time.
Hey, what you gonna do? I mean, when you're down there, you gotta do something.
Well, it just took a tumble and still made the play. Take a second look at the replay.
Yeah, that's just one of those times.
How about the upper body strength falling away to make the throw to Pavesi over at first, and 1 down for the Tigers here in the top of the second inning.
And I want you to know they do not practice that.
Nah, I don't think they spend much time with that.
No, that's not a drill.
We're back to the top of the Gardner-Webb order with Jalen Teneo, who was walks. Came around to score off of an RBI single from Allie Stidham back in the first inning for the running Bulldogs. Good pitch, catches a piece of the outer edge, called a strike.
Well, I'll tell you what, pitching ahead in the count is just, I mean, that's just gold.
One-two delivery. Wow. Corey Hicks, the catcher, trying to frame it a little bit, Coach. And we're evened up, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I thought it was a pretty good pitch, but may have been just off the plate.
This is a bouncer at the plate. Now we're full. Well, the Tigers 23-13. They've outscored opponents 189 to 128 this season. Gardner-Webb, as we mentioned, is the top hitting team out of the Big South Conference. Teneo grounds it, ranked to second base. Pipkins, routine play, 2 down for the Tigers.
The Tigers have shook up their lineup just a little bit. Pipkins has been spending a lot of time out in right field this year with Collins at second base and the freshman from down in Florida, Bro, at third base. But what they've done now is they've kind of moved some people around to get a little bit more offense in the lineup they hope. And luckily for the Tigers, Cintron is a good enough athlete, though she's a pitcher, she can also play right field. That's the logic behind that. Bro's been struggling just a bit at the plate.
Reese Collier, who struck out. We highlighted her in the open. 9 homers this year, dangerous at the plate for Gardner-Webb. Takes a look at the bouncer. 2 balls and 1 strike. But Gardner-Webb, as we mentioned, out of the Big South Conference. Team that is coming off of a 10-day layoff.
Man, they've had to live with that.
Yeah,
that sweep up at Winthrop for that many days. That's tough.
Yeah, and there's a 3-way tie in their conference right now at 3-3. They're tied with Radford and Longwood, just behind USC Upstate and Winthrop. In fact, Winthrop went a game ahead of the running Bulldogs when they swept Gardner-Webb 10 days ago. Count 3 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the 2nd inning. And just outside, ball 4.
And ball 4 continues to be a problem for the Clemson Tigers. I can't tell if they're trying to be too fine with their pitches or are they just missing. And here comes another visit from Coach Rittman.
Yeah, that is the 3rd walk of the game from the Clemson Tigers. Crosby came in to pitch for Abby Dunning, who got the start tonight, if you're just tuning in. This has been a shaky start here on this Tuesday night in the midweek. Temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s tonight with a cool breeze here at McWhorter Stadium.
This is a beautiful night to be at the ballpark. And there's the Tiger. He was playing, you've heard of air guitar, he was playing a little tail guitar between innings.
He's enjoying country music night. We're going to get to that a little more. We showed you the entertainment manager that is responsible for this country music night.
What a great job that she does. We already touched on it a little bit about the game day atmosphere here, but everybody just about everybody that wants to is wearing a cowboy hat tonight, I'll tell you that.
Stidham connects on this one, pops it up, shallow center, miscommunication. Wow. Between Pipkins and Brockenbrough. And it falls clean. Runners on the corners for Gardner-Webb.
That was an I got it, you take it. Pipkins drifts well out into the outfield, and she looked like she was camped under it. And Brockenbrough must have called her off. That's the only thing I can think of, unless, I mean, Pipkins at least thought that she'd called her off.
Maggie Knight at the plate now for Gardner-Webb. They scored that a hit.
Well, they have to, because nobody touched it.
Nobody touched it, yep.
That's the rule.
That almost, if you're the Tigers, almost feels like an error, though, right? So it's certainly one that, with miscommunication, is swinging a whiff.
I can assure you that the coaching staff considers that an error of some kind.
Yeah, no question.
There'll be a discussion about that.
There'll be a discussion tomorrow in practice about that one for sure. 0-2. Check, swing, and Knight pulled it back in time.
I dare say that will be discussed before tomorrow's practice.
Yeah, I think you're right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Knight connects on this one through the right side. It's an RBI single. And Gardner-Webb with a 4-0 lead here in the top of the 2nd inning.
I don't know how much more they're going to give Gardner-Webb, but Gardner-Webb is beginning to get the sense that they are definitely well in this game, and that they are actually kind of calling the shots out there right now. And remember, if they catch that ball that falls between them, they're in the dugout.
Caitlin Cauley, who had that RBI single back in the 1st, the 3rd baseman, is up to the plate for Gardner-Webb. Off-speed pitch, it's in there from Crosby. That's a good pitch if she can use it. When I say that, I mean rely on it, being able to throw it where she wants it to go. But I'd like to see her use that pitch more.
Not that time.
Trying to get Cauley to chase a little bit on that one. This one fouled back to the screen. We'll square it up. Or excuse me, we'll stay put at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gardner-Webb, a team that played a tough non-conference schedule. Clemson as well. The Tigers have 5 top 25 victories this year. This one hit up the middle. Long throw, it's in time. And that will retire the side. Gardner-Webb tacks on another run. They lead it 4-0 here in Clemson, South Carolina. Seventh season of softball here in program history, and the 2025 ACC tournament champions.
And he is an outstanding coach.
Yeah.
He realizes he's dealing with a work in progress. He's a patient man. And but right now, he's also a bit of a frustrated man.
His Tigers down 4-0. So we go to the bottom of the second inning here at McWhorter Stadium. Coach, I know you spent a lot of time with Coach Rittman in your USA softball coaching days. I think it's incredible. 3 super regional appearances in only 7 years as a program. Clemson and Duke, the 2 newest programs in the ACC, have had some massive success in those 7 years.
They have been tremendous uploads of both programs. And Clemson is almost become a victim of their own success. The expectations and the bar is so high, and they've got such a great leader in John Rittman of not letting that enter into the the culture and the thoughts among the players and everything. They take it literally one day at a time. They take it literally on game day, 1 out at a time. And Johnny Rittman just does such a great job of communicating with these young people.
Julian Noller takes her base. This is Marion Collins. First plate appearance for the Tigers tonight.
Collins, a sophomore out of Marietta, Georgia.
A good pitch there from McLam.
Yes, it was.
And Marion Collins, the third baseman for the Tigers, just a sophomore. Really good numbers this year. 29 RBI, 5 homers. Fouls this one back to the screen.
He's over at third base now in the lineup due to those changes that we talked about the last half inning. He has spent most of the year out at second base.
Collins, one of the more versatile players on this Tigers unit. He's played at least 1 game at second base, third base, and shortstop, and of course shifted between third, fourth, and fifth in the batting order for Coach Rittman. Big swing here, down the line, fair ball. And Collins rips a shot down the right field line. Runners at second and third for the Tigers.
And that ball was hit like a rocket. She just turned on that and dumped it in the right field corner. Look at that. Noller able to go first to third, and now with nobody out, the Tigers have got 2 runners in scoring position.
Coach Wigness out to have a quick word with her squad here, leading 4-0 in the bottom of the second inning.
It would be my guess she's out there telling them, take a deep breath, do what you can, get an out. Right now, the name of the game is we'll give them a run for an out. Get an out.
Clemson and Gardner-Webb have played 5 times before tonight. Clemson has never lost to Gardner-Webb. Can the running Bulldogs
now we got to
do it tonight?
Got a pinch runner coming in at third base, trying to get that number. That's Kennedy Ariel, the super pinch runner for the Tiger program. She does a lot of it.
Ariel is your pinch runner, as Scott just mentioned, at third base. Nobody out. Both runners in scoring position for the Tigers, and Corey Hicks, the catcher, is at the plate for Clemson.
I might have waited till there was at least 1 out before I used Ariel. I'd have gave Hicks maybe a chance to drive in and run cold. But Coach Rittman knows his personnel a lot better than I do. That was a
pitch. It's called a strike. Yep. Tell you what, McLam been smooth thus far. This one hit deep. It's a no-doubter. A 3-run blast.
There was never a question on that one off the bat. And that is something that the Clemson Tigers needed desperately. All of a sudden now you got a 1-run ball game. How about that, partner?
Wow. Corey Hicks.
She may have hit that one out to the road. I don't know if that cleared the, there's a fence around the perimeter of the ballpark out in the outfield. I don't know if that ball cleared it or not, but that ball was driven.
257 feet by TrackMan. It was a poke and the 7th homer of the season for the catcher, Corey Hicks.
Is TrackMan one of the Avengers?
It could be.
I can't remember.
Ooh, close.
Maybe not.
To get a piece of Kylie Johnson, and she ducks out of the way. And Kylie Johnson in the 8th spot for the Tigers tonight.
She needs to get on base any way she can. You got a pitcher out there right now that's probably struggling just a little bit. All of that confidence she had in the first inning just went right out the door, or I should say out of the ballpark. So I would not settle for anything but good pitchers right now.
Another good pitch for McLam. How does she respond? She's been really good, and you gave up the 3-run homer to Corey Hicks. We've got a new ball game now.
I mean, she was kind of puttering along, you know.
Yep.
Gave up a leadoff walk,
right,
and then the double.
Yep.
You know,
and then the 3-run homer.
The 3-run homer.
Really, the only blemishes.
That's enough.
Another big swing. This one's cranked deep left field.
Yeah. Now, see, now we have a problem because I'm parked out there somewhere.
Yeah. You know what?
We don't need that. We don't need that kind of trouble now.
I'm somewhere in that vicinity myself.
Somebody tell Kylie to straighten that out. Jess got enough of that. That ball was fouled right into the catcher's glove, but she couldn't hold on to it. Boy, she turned on that pitch.
She certainly did. She straightens it out. It's leaving the park. Swings this one. Straightened it out a little bit, but still foul down the left side.
Yeah, she's gaining on it.
No question.
But both of those balls have been hit very hard down that left side.
It's only 200 down the left field line. 220 over straightaway center and 205 over right field. Cranks this one high in the air, left field. And the catch made by Lauren Spainauer.
Yeah, she got under it a little bit. That's going to bring up Pipkins, the second baseman, who was involved with that miscommunication with the center field of Rock'n'Roll. It led to the 4th run for the Bulldogs. Only 1 out in the inning. So there's still work to be done. McLam needs to get this team in the dugout if she can.
Falls behind 2-0 here. This is Taylor Pipkins for the Clemson Tigers. Takes a look. It's called a strike.
But you know what? I like the approach, though. 2-0 count, 9-hole hitter. Yeah, you got to take a strike. Now she's open for business.
Pipkins connects on this one. Right center field, off the wall. And just glides into second base.
She took her eye off the base coach. Coach Rittman was wanting her at third base. He had her wound up. We're going to have a change on the mound now.
We'll take a second look. Stand-up double for Taylor Pipkins.
Oh, now she's got to come over and talk to her head coach.
We'll take a break. Pitching change for Gardner-Webb here in the bottom of the second inning. Fries, the new pitcher for the Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs here in the bottom of the second inning with one out. Kendall Lewis here with you. Scott Whitlock, the Hall of Fame coach. Glad you're tuned in with us tonight on ACC Network Extra. Corey Hicks, the 3-run homer here in the second inning, has got the Tigers back in it with a runner in scoring position.
Fry's second on the team in innings pitch with 46 2/3. She does have a high ERA at 5.55, and she has had trouble with walking people. And she's coming up against a very, very methodical, patient hitter right here.
Back to the top of the Tigers order with Brockenbrough, who pops it up in the infield.
Well, I should be shot. I brag on her about being patient. She pops up the first pitch.
Well, we were just talking about, that's like me earlier with McLam, and then Corey Hicks steps up and blasts one out for a 3-run shot. 2 down for Gardner-Webb here in the bottom of the second inning. This is Kylie Chanel, the shortstop for the Tigers.
Big spot right here.
Yeah.
If Fry stops the bleeding right here.
Chanel takes a cut, lifts it back up and over the screen, and foul.
Going to be a souvenir for somebody.
Kylie Chanel singled back in the first inning. Rips this one up the middle for a base knock. An RBI single that ties the game.
Big time hit by Chanel. Just drove that thing right back up the middle. And now we're all back to where we started. Look at that. Stayed right on it, drove it right up the middle.
A 2-out base hit for Kylie Chanel. And we're all knotted up at 4 apiece, each team with 5 hits apiece. This is a 4-run second inning by the Tigers. And Fry misses low and away on the first pitch to Pavesi.
Pavesi has a chance to make up for her first at bat, which I thought was very much rushed, hit into a double play.
Fry delivers a called strike. Will even the count up at a 1-1.
This right here is one of the better freshmen in the country. When she finally turns loose and goes, she's going to be something special. Did a great job not chasing that changeup. That's hard to do. When you're geared up for mid-60s and a 49-mile-an-hour pitch comes across the plate, that is hard to lay off.
Pavesi connects on this one. It gets down for a base knock. Rounding third, and Clemson has the lead. Chanel from first comes in to score.
And that ball was hit very hard into the right center gap by Pavesi. We were talking about being in a spot to make up for the first at bat, and boy, did she ever. And just like that, all of a sudden now, Clemson has the lead.
How about the speed from Kylie Chanel?
She was just flying around those bases.
To score from first for the Clemson Tigers. And they take their first lead, 5-4 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Now there's two things you got to do. Number one, if you're Gardner-Webb, you can't panic. You've already proven you can score runs, so you can't panic. And then if you're Clemson, you got to say, okay, we've gotten ourselves back in this ball game. We cannot go back out there and not pitch well and not make mistakes in the field.
Yeah. Well, that is the 5th hit of the inning for the Clemson Tigers.
And right now is no picnic with Macy Cintron. I mean, 2 weeks ago, she was hitting around 200, and now she's at 280. She's been hot.
Cintron, just a sophomore for the Tigers, takes a look. 2 balls and no strikes.
There are a lot of good underclassmen on this Clemson ball club.
Cintron was a preseason All-ACC selection, as well as a preseason All-American for the Tigers.
Yep, and Cintron was the freshman player of the year in ACC.
Yeah, ACC freshman of the year. You knocked it out of the park right there.
She's a native of Cumming, Georgia.
And she will take her base here.
I think they were pitching around her right there in that base open. What you're going to see John Rittman do now is put a pinch runner in for Cintron, and whoever he puts in for her is going to stay in the lineup for defensive purposes until Cintron's at bat comes around again. That has been a pattern that they have done all year. Let's see if that's what's about to happen here. Well, I may be completely wrong. I don't know, but I think it is. Let's see what just happened. I don't see any changes made. Okay, that's what he did. He went and re-entered Nola before he forgot to. I know how that is.
Runners at first and second. Julia Noller back at the plate. First pitch upstairs.
Yeah, the Tigers have batted around.
And Noller, who we highlighted in the open, keeps a good eye here. Yeah, Noller's first at bat was walked. Kennedy Ariel came in to pinch run for Julia Noller. Noller sends this one deep at the track, and the catch is made. McLaughlin had to backtrack, but hauls it in for Gardner-Webb. 5 runs for the Tigers, and they retake the lead. Bailey Wigness in her 5th season for the Gardner-Webb running Bulldogs. See, she was at USC Beaufort for 4 years.
That's Beaufort.
Beaufort, excuse me.
Let's get it right. Down by Hilton Head. That's why I know that.
Yeah. I should know that, and my apologies. Yep. Arizona State, her collegiate playing days.
Native of Casa Grande, Arizona, which is between Phoenix and Tucson. And she was a member of the national championship team at Arizona State during her tenure there as a player and a student. Did a great job at USC Beaufort. Obviously caught the eye of the people at Gardner-Webb, and she's been doing a great job there since her arrival.
She got that job in May of 21. Line drive hauled in by the shortstop Kylie Chanel. Quick reflexes for Chanel.
That's just a game of inches, and it hit right at her, 4 inches the other way, and it's a double.
Wow. Chanel gloves it for 1 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. Well, that was Dreer that lined out. McLaughlin and Spainhauer due up as well for the running Bulldogs.
And that's a big first out. The ball was hit very sharply, but right at Chanel. And right now, if you're Crosby, you want a shutdown inning for your ball club. You want to get them back in the dugout with the score 5-4.
Annika McLaughlin grounds it down the line and fair.
That ball got by Collins down there. A little late reacting on it. Don't know if she could have made a play. She got a good jump on it. Bet you she thinks she could.
So McLaughlin aboard for the running Bulldogs with a base hit. A good pitch from Crosby on the first offering to Spainhauer, who popped it up in her first plate appearance for the running Bulldogs back in the 1st inning. Even the count up at a ball and a strike.
We've got to improve the security at this facility.
We've got the legend Rick Bagby, who is in the booth with us here in the top of the 3rd. One ball and 2 strikes.
This is the first time I've ever met Rick Bagby. He's a very unique looking individual.
Crosby delivers. It's downstairs. We'll even it up 2-2. We mentioned Spainhauer popped it up in her first plate appearance. Gardner-Webb, the top hitting team in the Big South Conference. Well, they flexed their muscles early. 4 runs on 6 hits. Grounder right at the first baseman at Pavesi, who gloves it, steps on the bag. 2 down for the Tigers.
She did the smart thing. She got the out. Now they got a chance to get out of it with no damage. Of course, the runner did move to second base. So a base hit could, in theory, tie this game up. Well, it would tie this game up.
Caroline Johnson at the plate, swings at the first pitch and drops it in the gap for a base knock throw in time at the plate.
What a wonderful throw that time by Johnson, the left fielder. I mean, Hicks had to wait to tag her.
Kylie Johnson with a laser from left field.
Watch this. Like a shot. And there it was.
It's country music night tonight here at McWhorter Stadium. Clemson leading Gardner-Webb 5-4, and a pitching change for the Running Bulldogs as we come back to here in the bottom of the third inning. And what has been a fun-filled ball game thus far.
It's not fun if you're a head coach. It's fun for the fans.
Well, our new pitcher is Allie Stidham for Gardner-Webb. Saginaw, Texas. She's a senior. Stidham on the season for Gardner-Webb has thrown 68 innings, giving up 74 hits, 56 runs, 43 of those were earned. 55 strikeouts to just 31 walks. And we talked about Gardner-Webb's had a 10-day layoff. Collins connects. It's off the wall. Collins rounding second. Collins, plenty of speed. And slides into third safely.
That ball was hit on a line. There was not a thing that the center fielder could do. By the time that McLaughlin got over there, that ball had ricocheted off the wall and went back into center field away from the backup. You'll watch right here, it's going to hit right off the wall. And it goes straight back toward the Tiger Paw. And by the time they corral that softball, Collins was putting her landing gear out down there at third base.
How about that for the Clemson Tigers, who scored 5 runs in the second inning to take their first lead. Has a chance to tack on some more here.
And they've got a hitter who has been very significant tonight at the plate.
Collins with her second extra base hit of the ball game, a double and a triple. Corey Hicks, who had the 3-run bomb to get things going for the Tigers, is at the plate with nobody out. Hicks in the gap, it's fair. A stand-up double, and it drives in another run for the Tigers.
And what you need to notice about this is the Gardner-Webb outfield is literally playing on the warning track, or at the warning track. They are playing way back. I make that point because that's how hard these balls are being hit. Because as deep as they're playing, they still have not had a decent chance to get either one of these first 2 hits.
Clemson has come alive since that second inning where they scored 5 runs. And the Running Bulldogs imploding here in the third inning. Well, Bailey Wigness, the head coach, out having a chat with her crew right now.
It hadn't been anything cheap, though.
No, it hasn't.
You've got to say,
yeah,
for the, on behalf of Gardner-Webb, they haven't made errors. They haven't thrown the ball all over the park. But the Clemson hitters have just been all over the pitching staff.
Allie Stidham, who has just come in to pitch for the Running Bulldogs, who was the starting DP tonight for Gardner-Webb, has given up back-to-back hits to Marion Collins and Corey Hicks. Hicks, the runner in scoring position. This is Kylie Johnson for the Tigers. Takes a look at the first pitch. It's high and away. Johnson trying to lay down a bunt. It's fouled back.
That was a base hit bunt attempt.
Yep.
How about Rick Bagby dropping by the booth tonight?
That's pretty incredible, right?
That's big time.
Well, Rick Bagby's already been producing a lacrosse game here at Clemson tonight. Decides to drop in the booth. Big swing. This one's cranked deep down the left side and foul.
For those of you who don't know, he is in charge of all television production between Fairplay, South Carolina, and New York City. I mean, you can't do anything without her.
A swing. They'll throw to first. It's dropped. Wow. Knight couldn't lasso the throw in.
Well, now that right there is an unforced error. Or mistake, I should say. I don't know if you can charge an error on that or not. I think you probably can.
Take a second look.
She strikes out. And the ball was just not handled by the first baseman.
So now runners at first and second for the Tigers.
Isn't it funny about momentum and how things have become? I mean, this has almost been contagious for Clemson.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like a completely different group of people out there right now.
Gardner-Webb had 3 runs and 3 hits in the first inning, and then able to strike in the second inning. They led 4-0. 6 unanswered runs by the Tigers. And the bats have come alive for Coach Rittman's crew.
I know that they'd love to pick up at least one more run this half inning.
Oh, swing and a whiff on the off speed. Good pitch.
Yes, that was a good pitch.
From Allie Stidham.
If you can change speeds and hit your spots, you can pitch, whether it's baseball, softball, or anything. I mean,
this one's inside. And downstairs for ball 4.
Well, now you've got a pitcher out there that's laboring a little bit, who's thrown several pitches this inning. I think she's thrown 16 pitches, and a couple of them have ricocheted hard off the wall. And they are playing as deep as they can. Gardner-Webb outfield plays any deeper, they will have to get a ticket to get back to their dugout. They're just so far out there. I mean, they're standing literally their heels on the warning track.
You made a great point about that on the triple from Corey Higgs. Brockenbrough at the top of the Tigers order keeps a good eye.
Very patient. Are there still no outs in the inning?
Nobody out. Brockenbrough, the lone true senior on the Clemson roster this season. Takes a look. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, tonight's starting pitcher, Dunning, is a senior. She's the graduate transfer from Boston College for the Tigers. But for the everyday,
lone,
yes.
Brockenbrough is the lone true senior, which I think is pretty rare.
Correct.
You know, if you're Coach Rittman, you got a lot to be excited about, especially if you can keep this roster intact.
And they can hit the ball.
A waving swing. And she went around. Wow, she was ready to head down the first baseline.
He called her out. That was a 3-2 pitch, correct?
Yeah, it was. And Coach Rittman is pleading his case with the home plate umpire, Roger Potts. Let's take a look. Did she?
Well,
I think she did go around, yeah.
The bat head did cross the plate.
crowd didn't like it, that's for sure.
And Brockenborough didn't like it a whole lot either.
Brockenborough didn't like it.
That is a...
Kylie Chanel, who's 2 for 2 with an RBI, a couple of singles for Kylie Chanel, the junior for the Tigers here tonight. Bloops this one back off the tip of the glove. Wild throw. And coming in to score.
Wait a minute, we've got, what do we got here? Now we're seeing the runner at first base called out.
Ball went out.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
I got what he was pointing at. All right. I'm better now, because that confused me for a moment.
Kylie Chanel, the base runner at second. It is 8-4 Tigers. We'll take a second look. Well, just went off the tip of the glove of Stidham. And then a wild throw by Taylor Dreer.
So I guess that the hitter got only 1 RBI, and then the second run scored on the error. Whoever they charged it to.
Correct, yep.
I don't know if they charged it on the throw or on the first baseman missing the ball, but. A good throw, I think, would have had the runner.
Still just 1 out for Gardner-Webb. It's been a 3-run third inning thus far for the Tigers. And we'll load the bases up.
And up comes Cintron, who's been hot as late. There's no place to put her. I thought they kind of pitched around her.
Yeah.
Her last at bat. They can't do that now.
Cintron takes a look. The first pitch from Stidham. Yeah, nowhere to go now for Cintron.
You can pick out a little bitty zone if you're Cintron, or you can wait for her to throw you a strike.
So just low and away.
Now I think you have to take. Don't you take right here?
I think so. 2-0 count, bases loaded.
I think it's cool when you come to the ballpark and in between the pitches you can hear Alan Jackson singing Chattahoochee. I don't care who you are.
Hey, that's right.
That's good music.
As we alluded to earlier, Cintron, the ACC Freshman of the Year a season ago. Count is 3-0, bases loaded, just 1 out for Gardner-Webb. And Stidham is going to walk in a run. Here in the bottom of the third inning.
This is really, really a strange turn of events. I mean, we have not played 3 full yet, and we have seen 13 runs scored. We've seen just about a little bit of everything, including a long home run.
And you top it off with the shaky start with Gardner-Webb led this game 4-0 through an inning and a half of work.
And for the second inning in a row, the Tigers are going to bat around.
Stidham finds the zone there, leaving the count up at a ball and a strike. Bases loaded for the Tigers. Julia Noller, who we highlighted in the open at the plate. If you're Clemson trying to clean things up, you've got 3-game series at Virginia Tech and Blacksburg this weekend. And Noller gets a piece of this one back to the screen.
That is going to be a very difficult series for the Tigers, so they do need to get crisp and clean.
Yep. And look at all three base runners here for the Tigers.
Yep. And she knew it too. Got her with a changeup.
Good pitch by Stidham. 2 down. We'll take a second look. Nasty pitch by Allie Stidham.
Tell you, if you have that pitch in your bag of tricks, you should use it a lot.
And just completely fools Julia Noller. First pitch by Collins, swung on, it's lifted, shallow center, and catch made by Collier, who backtracks and makes it over her shoulder.
And that's not easy to do.
4 more runs. They lead it 9-4. We'll be right back on ACC Network Extra.
TV. So all out-of-market games, live or on demand, plus all your favorite sports on ESPN. We need to tell the people, Carl.
We're doing it right now.
ESPN is now the home of MLB.TV. All out-of-market games, live or on demand, all in one place.
Clemson combined 9 runs in the last 2 innings, 5 runs in the second inning, 4 in the third, and they lead it 9-4 as we come back to you at McWhorter Stadium on Country Music Night here on this midweek clash. Gardner-Webb out of the Big South Conference jumped out to a 4-0 lead. And the Tigers have retaken the lead and then some. 9 runs on 8 hits. No errors tonight.
And they have re-entered their starting pitcher, Abby Dunning.
Abby Dunning, yep, who struggled a little bit. We mentioned Gardner-Webb jumping out with the first 4 runs of the game. 3 runs in the first inning. And Dunning is back in to pitch, delivers a called strike. And we're at the top of the running Bulldogs order with Jalen Teneo, who was 0 for 1 tonight. She was walked and did come around to score.
Now you may ask, why did they re-enter Dunning? Because Crosby was doing so well. I have an explanation. I'll get to it after this pitch. This is not a normal weekend series. With it being Easter weekend, the series starts on Thursday. They play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, instead of the normal. So they've got 1 less day of rest.
Yeah.
And so he's doing 2 things. Number 1, letting her get back out there to try to improve on what she'd done earlier.
It's a great point.
But he's also resting innings and stuff like that for everybody. I would think we'd see another Clemson pitcher before the night's over. I don't know who it would be, but I think we will. I don't think it'll be Manis.
We're full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Jalen Teneo. If you're Gardner-Webb, they get back to Big South play on Friday. They are at USC Upstate in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Oh, a good pitch, inner edge, and Dunning collects the strikeout.
And that was an excellent pitch on the inside part of the plate. It appeared from my angle. That looked like it got the front corner of the plate, and all it's got to do is get part of the plate because it sweeps by.
This is a good opportunity for Abby Dunning as well to come back, especially after that shaky start in the first inning.
Absolutely.
Get her momentum, get her confidence back here later in the game with Clemson leading 9-4.
Got to find your swagger. In the what I think is a fantastic golf move, you Bagger Vance. He talks about you lost your swing, but got to go and find it.
That's right.
Well, pitchers have to find their swagger from every now and then. Pitching is so much confidence. You got to have confidence in yourself to be a really good pitcher.
One ball and 2 strikes. The official count here at McWhorter Stadium. Big swing from Collier. Drifting toward the track, but the catch made by Brockenbrough of the Tigers. And quickly 2 down for Clemson.
And that is if you're Abby Dunning, you're so happy right now because you've got yourself now 2 outs. So different than the first time out.
Yeah.
And what she needs to do now is like put the hammer down, stay in it, use it to raise your level of play and get out of this inning right here. But nothing happening.
Allie Stidham, who was the starting DP, has come in to pitch for Gardner-Webb. 2 for 2 at the plate. A couple of singles. Came in to score for Gardner-Webb as well. A little bit of everything tonight. Rips a shot back up the middle. And she will extend the top half of this 4th inning on her 3rd hit of the game for Gardner-Webb.
She's pretty well got that batting part figured out.
Yeah.
She takes very good swing. And she drives the ball.
Gardner-Webb, we mentioned they go to USC Upstate. One of their 3 games, the Saturday game, which would be game 3 of the series, will be nationally televised this weekend on ESPNU. So,
how about that?
How about that?
Beautiful ballpark.
Yeah. I know you know Coach
Upstate.
Hawkins really well at USC Upstate. That should be a fun series.
Yeah, Hawk has done an incredible job up there.
And so those 2 programs getting the national TV treatment on Saturday. This one swung on, it's fouled back.
Have you been following any of the NCAA basketball tournament?
Oh, of course.
Who you like?
Absolutely. You know what? I think Michigan, right? I'm going to go with Michigan the way they're playing right now.
If I had to guess, I would think the champion will be the Arizona-Michigan winner.
I think so. I think you might be right there. Swing and a whiff. Abby Dunning has come back with a vengeance. Couple of strikeouts. Clemson leads at 9-4. They come to bat right after these messages. Here's a look at the ACC standings right now. Florida State, perfect 9-0. They swept the Tigers over the weekend. With Clemson, as we mentioned, we were talking off air, Scott, that they've got 5 top 25 victories this year in the non-conference. Clemson's played an extremely tough non-conference schedule, and I think that series this weekend very telling in Blacksburg at Virginia Tech.
But if you look right there, though, they have already played Florida State, but they still have Duke. As we see, Hicks right there hit a high fly ball.
It's a tower drifting in foul territory, and the catch made by Spainhauer. One down for Gardner-Webb.
To finish my point, Clemson still has Duke, Virginia, and Virginia Tech to play.
Yeah.
And they're all above Clemson in the standings right now. Now, that don't mean they have to win all of them, but what I'm saying is they've got ranked teams still left to play. And that's going to help them with their power ranking, which could ultimately help their case in the NCAA seeding.
Yeah, that Duke series is the last series of the regular season, April 24th through the 26th.
Yeah, and the one before that is Virginia here. But before that, they've got to go to Blacksburg this weekend for 3. And then they got to load up and go to Pittsburgh the following weekend for 3.
Kylie Johnson at the plate for the Tigers. Now we're talking about 5 or 6, possibly 7 teams getting in out of the ACC this year. And I think you make a strong case for 3, maybe 4 hosting a regional, possibly,
perhaps,
in this conference this year.
Particularly if Virginia holds up.
Swing and a whiff on the 2-1.
Kylie Johnson, who made one of the best throws you'll ever see from left field to cut a runner down at the plate. Standing in there right now.
And gets out in front of this one as well. Stidham, another strikeout. Well, Allie Stidham has started to settle in for Gardner-Webb. Take a look.
Yeah, and that ball, the rise ball that she just didn't catch up to, swung right under it.
Taylor Pipkins takes a cut at the first pitch. This one drifting out into right field. And Jalen Tadeo comes charging in to make the catch. We'll be right back on ACC Network Extra. Full moon tonight.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Peeking out here at McWhorter Stadium.
That's beautiful, and we're gradually creeping in, or is it falling on us? I can't tell.
The Clemson Tigers, 9 runs on 8 hits tonight.
What a great job by the camera crew right there. And what's so funny, I was sitting here thinking, I have an uncle who could explain how the moon moves closer and goes back.
beautiful night here at the ballpark. Mentioned country music night, cowboy hats everywhere here at McWhirter Stadium.
Everywhere but the press box.
We got to find a way to get a couple
that
of
was
those, right, for the night's over.
Well, Bagby probably took like 15 of them home.
Abby Dunning, who came back in to pitch for the Tigers. A couple of strikeouts back in the third inning.
Now, if you're Dunning, you want to stay in your tunnel. You don't want to start walking people.
This one fouled back to the screen. Caitlin Coley at the plate for Gardner-Webb. Running Bulldogs making the trip from just over an hour and a half. Boiling Springs, North Carolina.
I have been there.
I have too. Gardner-Webb's got great facilities. Big South Conference, they've got a turf field. I mentioned this is a program that battling for position. They're in a three-way tie at 3-3 in the Big South Conference. They will take on the top team in their league, USC Upstate, Friday and Saturday. They've got 3 games in 2 days. Doubleheader on Friday. Full count 3-2.
That's the way a lot of the mid-majors do it.
Ground ball. This was chopping right to Chanel, who makes the throw just in time.
She made a tough play look easy right there.
She did.
She went toward the 5 hole, backhanded this thing, got her body square, and made a good throw. Look at that. That's talent, folks.
Ground ball hit to first. Backhanded glove by Pavesi, and she steps on the bag. 2 down.
Well, now somebody may have to drive me home tonight. They just played Johnny Cash over the PA.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's got me emotional.
I saw your reaction.
Oh, man, what? This is a great place to be tonight.
First pitch to McLaughlin, low and away. McLaughlin, a lefty who is 1 for 2 tonight. It's interesting because McLaughlin came into this game tonight as the second best hitter in the Big South Conference. Entered this game batting .422.
She's got it all the way up to .423 now.
Yeah, and not only that, but had a slugging percentage that was identical at .422. And of course, one of the tougher outs, .478 on base percentage entering this game tonight. And Gardner-Webb is one of those teams that even if they don't win the Big South regular season, Coach, they're a problem in a tournament format with the power that they have, especially at the plate.
Yeah, the Big South Conference tournament this year could be loads of fun.
Yeah, no question.
And you're not going to want to play Gardner-Webb because on day 2 or day 3, when everybody's seen all the pitching and people are tired, Gardner-Webb can put up numbers. We saw that here tonight in the first inning. If you're not absolutely ready to go, they can get you.
Chopping ground ball hit right to Chanel, who gloves it and makes the play again. 3 up and 3 down that time.
Hey, sports fans, the ESPN app has all of ESPN all in one place. Visit activate.espn.com to see if you have ESPN.
Good crowd on hand tonight for Country Music Night here at the ballpark. Clemson leading Gardner-Webb 9-4.
See those Cowboys? Those were giveaways. Those hats were. And I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Okay.
You just need to have one sent up here to the booth, right? That's all you need.
Yeah,
right? You'll be in a good mood, right?
I'm not saying. It's just not. It's not my style to beg.
I'll tell you what. I think Clemson's done a really nice job. I was here a few weeks ago for a midweek game. Great crowd was on hand. And they have done an incredible job, especially filling this lower bowl. I know you were talking about it before this one. It kind of opening, obviously before this used to be season ticket holders in the bowl, but now kind of on these midweek games letting general admission have some of those seats. And I think that's certainly helped out with the crowds in the midweek games.
Well, this is a hey, great setting for all. You see there, we got a new third baseman over there, Lily Berry. And you got Reagan Kelly over there at shortstop. I hope it's Reagan.
Yeah, you're correct. One's up high, ball 2.
Brockenbrough has great command of the strike zone.
Stidham falls behind 3-1, struggling to find the zone here. Jamison Brockenbrough, we're at the top of the Tigers order. Connects on this one, hits it right at second base, and Collier gloves it, makes the flip over to first.
Yeah, that pitch jammed her.
Stidham has gotten into a groove these last couple of frames.
You are correct.
Totally different look than Tigers had back-to-back innings where they batted around in their order. And Kylie Chanel, who's at the plate now, 2 for 3 tonight. Some really good plays over at short as well for the Clemson Tigers tonight.
Well, when she transferred in here, she really solidified the shortstop position for John Rittman and the Clemson Tigers.
To a pitch, Chanel, deep shot at the track, and the catch made. Spainhour's there. Tell you what, that was a couple of feet from leaving the ballpark.
She just got under it a little bit. But as deep as their defense is playing out there in the outfield, which is a very smart thing to do, she didn't have far to go to catch that one.
Another ground ball hit right at short. And Reagan Kelly makes the throw just in time. 3 up and 3 down. We've played 5. Clemson leads it 9-4 on ACC Network Extra. Clemson leads 9-4 over Gardner-Webb here on this Tuesday night, the midweek. Gardner-Webb out of the Big South Conference jumped out 4-0, leading this game early.
Yeah, they were not intimidated coming in here.
3 runs, 3 hits in the first inning for Gardner-Webb tonight, but Clemson came alive. They had 5 runs in the second inning, 4 runs in the third inning, and just 2 nightmares if you're Gardner-Webb that have created the separation. The Tigers have done it on 8 hits tonight, no errors.
Well, we've seen several half innings that were nightmares tonight on both sides.
Well, Lawrence Spainhauer will lead things off here for Gardner-Webb. Abby Dunning, as we mentioned, who came back in to pitch.
I don't know if this is possible. I literally do not know the rule, but can a starting pitcher get the save? And there's Sarah Rogelo out there in center field now.
Good pitch there, just outside. It's funny, Abby Dunning, we mentioned those 3 runs in the first inning. Coach Rittman made a change. Went with Kira Crosby back in the first inning, and then Dunning re-entered.
And I know if a pitcher, I believe I'm right on this, if a pitcher works 3 innings,
yeah,
they can earn a save.
Earn a save, yep.
But I don't know if you can do that on re-entry. That's a good question. I might talk to somebody that knows that.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Dunning's gonna certainly have worked 3 innings at the conclusion of this game. Just outside, ball 4. Spainhour will take her base.
Now that's what you don't want to do. You want to pump strikes in there all day long now. You got a 5-run lead. You've got 6 outs to get. Throw a bunch of strikes.
Johnson.
I don't think I've talked about this tonight, but Johnson employs the split hand grip when batting. If you watch, she's got like 1.5 inches or 2 inches between her hands when she's in the batter's box.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit. What do you think the benefits are of that split grip we've seen with Johnson tonight?
The theory is that they feel as if the hitters that use it, that they've got better bat control.
Yeah.
You know, that they're not. It does not increase power. I don't know that it restricts it a whole lot, but you see that right there? That's a good 2 inches.
Grounds this one. Can Clemson turn 2? You betcha.
Now that right there will clear things up, you know, on a leadoff walk.
Collins to Pipkins to Pavesi.
And Pipkins did a great job turning that. Collins made a fine feed, but Pipkins making that exchange and getting it over there to first base. Nice job. Just like that, there's 2 outs.
5-4-3 double play for the Tigers. Sophomore Madden McMahon Waters, who is pinch hitting for Gardner-Webb in place of Jalen Teneo at the top of their order.
He's hitting .290 on the year. Only had 31 at-bats. Has a triple, no home runs.
It's interesting, both teams with 8 hits tonight. Gardner-Webb's had the 2 errors. So take a look at that one in there, called a strike. This one hit off the hands into shallow left center field, and backtracking is Chanel. That'll do it for the top half of the 6th. Clemson come to the plate after these messages. Tonight's situational hitting. Talked about it. This game's had its ebbs and flows, up and down, seesaw game. Gardner-Webb claiming the first 4 runs, but look at the situational hitting. Both teams getting it done with runners on, with 2 outs. It's had a little bit of everything tonight, situationally at the plate.
Yes.
These 2 teams. Macy Cintron, who was the ACC Freshman of the Year a season ago, is at the plate for the Tigers.
And as we've documented, she got off to a very slow start this year, but is showing signs.
Now this will be 4, 5, and 6 in the Tigers' order. Cintron, Noller, and Collins, the 3 Tigers that are due up.
That ball's hit hard
down the left side.
We got to see Coach John Rittman employ his athleticism down there, dodging that ball. There he is, cool, calm, and collected, and probably wanting a snack. We kid Johnny B a lot about he loves the sweet stuff. You get him a brownie and some ice cream, and he's a happy boy.
Just outside, ball 2. Count square, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, Cintron was pacing around like a tiger right there, a Clemson tiger.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Cintron takes a hard cut at this one. Laces it foul down the left side. And Macy Cintron, we mentioned, was a preseason 2nd team All-American this year, to go along with those preseason All-ACC honors. After ACC Freshman of the Year, she was All-ACC first team. Of course, the Tigers took home the 2025 ACC Tournament Championship.
Very dramatic fashion. Kylie Johnson homers late in the game to beat Florida State.
Instead of misfires.
And Cintron draws a walk, and I mean, that was a very good at bat for her.
Yeah. Cintron will take her base.
And I think she's going to be run for. And she will be. I'm trying to see who it is. It's Sam Minish going in. Sophomore from Hull, Georgia. She's played catcher. She can play all the outfield positions as well. She's another one of those Swiss Army knives they have on this roster.
She will pinch run for Cintron. And Julian Noller will be at the plate for the Clemson Tigers.
Are you working this weekend, or have you got Easter off?
I'm working, for sure. My other job.
Ah.
Yeah. No games, unfortunately. I wish I had some softball games this weekend, as we touched on a few of these series. Should be really good. Clemson, Virginia Tech, USC Upstate, and Gardner-Webb. London Bulldogs trying to turn 2, no, but they get the lead runner.
They had her played perfectly. Look at that. They had it played right up the middle. It went right up the middle.
So Minish called out at second. One down for Gardner-Webb here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Collins ought to reach base and just let Hicks hit another one.
And Corey Hicks, if you're just tuning in, 3-run homer.
No doubter, too.
No doubter. Left center field earlier. Went 257 feet. It's her 7th homer of the season.
Isn't it amazing what they can do with all these analytics and all of the stuff? It's just crazy.
You talk about no doubter. It's only 220 over straightaway center here. So you mentioned you thought it might have gotten to the road behind McWhorter Stadium. I think you're right.
There's a fence back there. If it cleared the fence, it got the road, but I couldn't tell if it did or not.
Instead of misfires low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Marion Collins, who has been clutch this year. 24 career doubles as she fouls this one off. That sits 7th among Clemson records. He had 16 of those last year, which is 3rd amongst Clemson single season records. Julia Noller has 19. It's always fun when you're a 7-year-old program. You can set records each and every year. And a base knock here for Collins.
Ball took a big hop over the third baseman's head there. And now you do have the potential winning run come to the plate.
Here's Corey Hicks. Already has a 3-run homer in this game tonight. Takes a look at the first offer. Hicks with 7 home runs on the season. Plenty of power. Hicks drives this one deep. It's off the wall. 1 run's going to come in to score.
Boy, she almost did it with a line drive.
Boy, Hicks. Excellent piece of hitting.
Yes, it was.
For the Tigers, and they extend their lead to 10-4.
And she represents the go-home run out there at second base.
Yeah. Get a second look at the replay.
That ball is hit so hard.
That's almost the same spot we saw the 3-run blast come from earlier in the game, back in the 2nd inning.
And what they're going to talk about right out here on the mound. Now, I love this good teaching moment right now by the head coach. is she realizes that the winning run is out there on second base, and they're deciding if they want to pitch to Ava Wilson or would they want to take on, who's that on deck? Is that, let's see, is that Pipkins on deck? I can't see the number.
That is Pipkins on deck.
Yep.
You're correct. Yep. Kylie Johnson and Taylor Pipkins round out the bottom of the Clemson order.
Well, that's Ava Wilson about to step in the batter's box.
Correct. We do have it's tough to tell tonight with those white on white for the Clemson Tigers. It is Ava Wilson who is hitting in place of Kylie Johnson. Wilson swings and comes up empty.
Took a little bit off that one.
We mentioned it a couple of innings ago, but Stidham really settled in here late. Ava Wilson at the plate. She did have a hit and RBI against Wichita State earlier this season.
And for all intents and purposes, if you're the Bulldogs, you do have a base open. In other words, you don't have to serve her something up that she can drive. You know, you want to make good pitches here.
Wilson also scored a run in Clemson's ACC championship win against Florida State. Connects on this one. It's a base knock. 2 runs will come in to score. It's Corey Higgs. And that's going to do it at McWhorter Stadium. 12-4 through 6 innings of work for the Clemson Tigers.
And they survived a rocky start.
12 unanswered runs after falling behind 4-0 early in the game.
They shook all the rust off and closed this thing out, and now they can take a deep breath and get ready to head up to Blacksburg, Virginia for a big 3-game set against the Hokies.
Clemson wins it 12-4, 12 runs on 11 hits, no errors tonight for the Tigers. Gardner-Webb will travel to play USC Upstate, Big South play Clemson. 3-game set in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech. For Kendall Lewis, Hall of Fame coach Scott Whitlock, and the rest of our production crew, this has been a presentation of ESPN. Good night from Clemson, South Carolina.